So we just move on to the next topic, that is angle of contact. Whenever we keep a certain amount of or volume of liquid into the container, we see that there is a particular shape formed between the liquid surface with respect to solid surface, that is solid container. लिक्विड जो है एक सॉलिड कंटेनर के साथ एक काइंड ऑफ शेप फॉर्म करता है, और ये जो शेप है जनरली वो दो टाइप का होता है, दैट इज कॉन्केव और कॉन्वेक्स. सो समटाइम्स द लिक्विड एंड सॉलिड फॉर्म्स ऑफ कॉन्केव मेनिस्कस और द लिक्विड एंड सॉलिड फॉर्म्स द कॉन्वेक्स मेनिस्कस. तो what is angle of contact? So first we define what is angle of contact and then we start the explanation. That the angle of contact is defined as the angle made by the tangent drawn to the free surface of liquid to the surface of solid at a point of contact between solid and liquid which is taken inside the liquid. I again repeat, the angle of contact is defined as the angle made by the tangent drawn to the free surface of liquid to the surface of solid at a point of contact between the solid and liquid which is taken or measured into the liquid. Now what happens is that different kinds of liquid we have: mercury, kerosene, water. So whenever they are taken into the container, they form different shapes. And why this happens? Because of the net effect of the cohesive force between the liquid molecules and the adhesive force between the liquid and solid molecules. So depending on the net forces, there will be the different kind of shape, that is convex or concave. So whenever the angle made by the tangent drawn to the free surface of liquid to the solid surface is less than 90, that is acute angle, we say that the concave meniscus is formed. Exactly opposite, if the angle made by the tangent drawn to the free surface of liquid is greater than 90, that is obtuse angle, the shape form is called as convex meniscus. So now in details we are going to study how these meniscus, concave or convex meniscus, are formed. That's it. Now to understand the angle of contact, we are considering three cases, in which the first case is where the angle of contact is acute, जहाँ पे concave meniscus form होता है. जैसे कि example is impure water or the kerosene, okay, which partially weights or partially or completely weights the surface of solid. Okay. So ये जो kerosene है, that is forming a concave meniscus. Okay, let us consider a single molecule A. This A molecule, which is at a contact between the solid and the liquid. Okay, this is between the contact solid and liquid. Now we'll assume that at a molecule A there are two forces acting. First is the cohesive force with A and the other molecules of liquid, that is kerosene, and the solid molecules and the molecule A. That's why if we take a net cohesive force acting on a molecule A, that will be inside the liquid and that is nearby will make an angle 45 degree with respect to the surface of solid. Okay, on either side its angle will be 45. So this is a net cohesive force. AQ is a net cohesive force acting on a molecule A. Similarly, there will be a net adhesive force AP that is inside the solid, which is horizontal. In we can say the AP bar is horizontal. Now we have noted here that AP is a net adhesive force and AQ is a net cohesive force, and AR is the resultant force. We will take the resultant force of the net cohesive force and net adhesive force Since in this case the liquid partially or completely weights the solid, the net adhesive force will be greater than the net adhesive force. That's why this force will lie inside the solid surface. ये जो आप AR देख रहे हैं दैट इज कम्प्लीटली इनसाइड द सॉलिड. उसका रीजन यही है कि जो कोहेसिव फोर्स है वो कम है. दैट इज लिक्विड मॉलिक्यूल्स में जो कोहेसिव फोर्स होता है दैट इज लेस देन द एडहेसिव फोर्स बिटवीन द लिक्विड मॉलिक्यूल एंड सॉलिड मॉलिक्यूल्स. So that's why it is completely inside the solid surface. Now, when you draw the perpendicular to this resultant force AT, AT is a perpendicular drawn to the resultant force. This is perpendicular to the surface of solid. Okay? और ये जब एंगल ये जो सॉलिड सरफेस को जो परपेंडिकुलर ड्रॉ किया है दैट इज AT, which makes an angle theta which is acute. और ये AT जो है making an angle theta with respect to the surface of solid, that is in acute nature. That is the surface of the meniscus form here is concave. So I again repeat that the liquid is taken into the container of solid, and there is an angle made by the liquid molecules with respect to surface of solid, and this liquid partially or completely weights the surface of solid. That's why they form a concave meniscus, and here angle made by them is less than 90, that is acute. Now why it is making an angle 90 or less than 90? Because there are two forces, net forces acting on a molecule A, that is AP and AQ. AP is a net cohesive force that is completely inside the solid and which is horizontally. Similarly, and ये AQ जो है that is a net cohesive force that is making angle around 45 degree to each surface of solid as well as surface of liquid. Now the resultant force will be inside the solid क्योंकि the net adhesive force with the liquid molecule and the solid molecule is greater than the net cohesive force between the liquid molecules. Now when we draw the perpendicular to the resultant force, this perpendicular drawn to the free surface of liquid that is tangential to the surface of liquid, which make an angle theta with the surface of solid, which is ultimately less than 90, and this concave meniscus form acute angle. Now we just move to the second example, that is mercury. Mercury is such a liquid which does not weight the surface of solid. Now when such mercury is taken into the container of solid surface, there will be an angle formed between the liquid tangent drawn to the liquid surface and the surface of solid that will be greater than 90 obtuse angle, and the meniscus formed will be the convex meniscus. That is the meniscus between the surface of solid and the liquid will be convex in nature. Now, for the mechanism, let us take an example of molecule A, which is at the point of contact between the solid surface and liquid surface. This is a molecule A at a point of contact between the solid surface and liquid surface. There will be two forces acting on a molecule A, that is cohesive force and adhesive force. First, I will discuss adhesive force. Adhesive force is between the liquid molecule and the molecules of solid, and second force will be the adhesive force that is between the A molecule and other liquid molecules. In case of mercury, the cohesive force is greater than the adhesive force. That's why the resultant force acting on a molecule A that will lie inside the liquid surface. So I have shown AR is a resultant force. So we just note down that AP is a net adhesive force, AQ is a net cohesive force, and AR is a net adhesive force that is lies inside the liquid. So when we draw a perpendicular to this resultant force, we get a tangent to the surface of liquid. और ये tangent to the surface of liquids make an angle with the surface of solid which is greater than 90 or obtuse in nature. So how the mercury forms obtuse angle or convex meniscus that we have discussed. So I again repeat that whenever the mercury is a molecule, mercury like liquids are taken into the container of solid, they form a convex meniscus, and the angle formed between the surface of solid and the tangent drawn to the surface of liquid will form obtuse angle. And the reason behind that, the net cohesive force acting on a molecule is greater than the net adhesive force due to the solid molecules, and that's why the resultant force is lying inside the liquid surface. So when we draw a tangent to this resultant, we get the tangent in upward direction, which is making an angle theta with the surface of solid which is greater than 90. So that's it. Now just move to the third part of this angle of contact, where angle of contact is 0. और ये कब होता है? जब there is a pure water. A pure water is a liquid which completely weights the surface of solid. और इसमें ना तो तुम्हें कॉन्वेक्स शेप मिलेगा ना तो तुम्हें कॉन्केव शेप मिलेगा. You will see the plane surface. Reason behind that we will check. Again, we will consider a molecule A. There will be two forces, cohesive force and adhesive force. यहाँ पे ये जो adhesive force है, that is between the liquid molecule and solid molecule will be so strong that the cohesive force between the liquid and liquid molecule is negligible. That's why the resultant force acting, that will be in the direction of the adhesive force. That's why AP and AR both are in the same direction, which is completely inside the solid and which is horizontal to the solid surface. So that's why when a tangent drawn to the resultant force, which makes an angle theta is equal to 0. So that's why in this case the angle of contact is 0. Theta is equal to 0. Okay, so that's it, and this is an example of pure water or some other liquids also which can form this kind of geometry. That's it. So that is the second topic of this lecture, that is excess pressure inside the liquid drop or a bubble. Now we have observed कि ये जो liquids होते हैं उनके droplets या bubble forms a spherical shape. इनका जो shape होता है that is spherical because in drops या liquid में the surface tension of the liquid dominates the gravitational force of attraction. It means the surface tension of the liquid is greater than the gravitational force of gravitational force. That's why this liquid drops or a spherical or the spherical bubble try to minimize the area. वो अपने area को कम करने की कोशिश करते हैं because the surface tension is more in a drop or bubble. That's why they dominate gravitational force and try to minimize the surface area. So this surface tension, so the droplets or the soap bubble do not collapse because the external pressure or the resultant surface tension is smaller than the pressure inside the bubble or the drop. The outside pressure, resultant outside pressure and the force of surface tension is less than the pressure inside the droplet or the bubble. So this relation can be given by the use of the Laplace law of membrane, which states that for a droplet the Pi minus P0 equal to 2T upon R, where Pi stands for the pressure inside the drop, PO stands for the external pressure, that is pressure outside the soap bubble, and Pi minus P0 means excess of pressure, and 2T upon R is T for surface tension of the liquid and R is the radius of a droplet or bubble. So यही आज लॉ हम डिराइव करने जा रहे हैं, दैट इज द डेरिवेशन फॉर लैप्लास लॉ ऑफ मेम्ब्रेन. So let us derive Laplace theorem or Laplace law for spherical membrane. So we were discussing about the soap or the droplets, soap bubble or droplets जिनका शेप स्फेरिकल होता है, और जैसे कि हमने बताया कि the surface tension of the liquid is greater than or dominate the gravitational force, because of which it tried to acquire or to try to get the less or less surface area. So inside the pressure of this drop or the soap bubble is greater compared to the external pressure, and because of that it is always in the expansion. So when this soap bubble or a drop get expanded due to the excess of pressure, इनसाइड प्रेशर ज़्यादा होने की वजह से आउटसाइड प्रेशर से ये सोप बबल या ड्रॉप ट्राई टू एक्सपांड. ओके, सो द रिलेशन बिटवीन दिस एक्सेस ऑफ प्रेशर एंड द सरफेस टेंशन इज गिवन बाय दिस लैप्लास लॉ. सो लेट अस एज्यूम that a small water drop, liquid drop, which radius is r and which has internal pressure Pi and external pressure P0. So when the pressure inside the drop or the bubble is greater than the outside, there must be an expansion, because of which that drop or bubble get expanded. So when it expands, let us assume that delta R is the change in the radius of the soap or drop or bubble. So initially we just consider about the drop, then the later stage we will consider about the soap bubble. So now here on we will discuss on drop. So as we discussed, small r is the radius of a drop, delta r is the increment in the radius of a drop, and inside pressure is Pi and excess of pressure is Po. So initial area of a surface area of a drop is 4 pi r square, and when the radius is increased by delta r, its area is also increases, that A2 becomes 4 pi r plus delta r bracket square. So when we expand this, okay, we get the final area. Now we are going to take the change in surface area. This surface change in surface area, that is A2 minus A1, 4 pi r square plus 2r delta r plus r square minus this 4 pi r square. यहाँ पे जो r square का टर्म है, that is negligible because itself delta r is very small. जो increase होता है because जो excess of pressure काफी कम होगा, because of which जो surface area increase होगा, that will also be very small. And here the small incremental dr, okay, which can be negligible, that's why delta r square is neglected, and remaining 4 pi r square is a common term which can be ignored. So we get delta A equal to 8 pi r dr. We have taken this area because यहाँ पे हम डेरिवेशन में क्या करने वाले हैं, हम इस डेरिवेशन में सरफेस एनर्जी का फॉर्मूला यूज करेंगे. दैट इज ये जो इंक्रीज हुआ एरिया है, इट रिक्वायर्स सर्टन एनर्जी सो दैट और सर्टन टू परफॉर्म सर्टन वर्क फॉर दिस एक्सपेंशन ऑफ अ ड्रॉप, एंड दैट एनर्जी कैन बी गिवन बाय द प्रोडक्ट ऑफ सरफेस टेंशन इनटू चेंज इन एरिया. सो लेट्स सी दैट. तो ये चेंज इन एरिया हमने इसलिए फाइंड किया था ताकि हम सरफेस एनर्जी का फॉर्मूला यूज करें, बिकॉज फॉर दिस एक्सपेंशन ऑफ ड्रॉप it requires certain amount of work that is to be done against this excess of pressure. So this work done is equal to product of surface tension into change in area. So we have taken T into 8 pi r delta r. We have noted number 4 where T stands for surface tension. A force into displacement is also a work done, because work done का एक और फॉर्मूला ऐसा भी है, that is force into displacement. So यहाँ पे F in into dr, where F stands for excess of force for the expansion of the drop, size of the drop, and delta r is the change in radius, because this displacement is in terms of radius, that is radial displacement. So excess of force can be find out using the formula that excess of pressure into the surface area. क्योंकि pressure का formula क्या है? Force upon area. So excess of force will be the product of excess of pressure into the surface area. So when we note down that Pi minus P0 4 pi r square. So again using this formula into this equation of dW, that is small amount of work done for expansion of the spherical drop, dW equal to Pi minus P0 4 pi r square into delta r. So we have noted number 5. Now we equate equation number 4 and equation number 5. We can get T into 8 pi r delta r equal to Pi minus P0 4 pi r square into delta r. So excess of pressure Pi minus P0 equal to 2T by r. When we cancel out the similar terms, same terms in these two equations, okay, equal terms, we can get this short formula, that is Pi minus P0 equal to 2T upon r. Now, in case of a spherical soap bubble, since the bubble has two surfaces, that is inside and outside, the whole derivation remains same, but at this level, that is the amount of work done for the expansion, that is from internally and externally, T into 16 pi r dr. In case of drop it was 8 pi r dr, but in case of the soap bubble it will be double because of two surface area, and the whole derivation remains same. Only the thing is at the end we get the equation Pi minus P0 equal to 4T upon r. So we have derived the Laplace law for the spherical membrane in case of a drop and in case of a soap bubble. That's it.